Have to come out on top while your life is continuing on, while she's around or watching from afar. You entertain her one moment or you're completely done with her. You have to come up on top. The grind has to kick in now, because when she's stalking you, she's waiting for your downfall. Your downfall can look like you end up reaching out at some point. You end up doing subliminals, looking soft, looking like you're getting weaker. You're mentally breaking down. You're physically breaking down. I totally understand that you have emotions, fellas, and you are completely entitled and completely should feel your emotions and let it out. I sincerely mean that. However, not for her. Not for her. Because when she's stalking you, oftentimes it's not for good intent. When you're striving, you're doing better. When you're graduating now, or you got that new job, or you get a nice place, right? Or you're splurging and it looks like it's on another lovely female, well, a good female, or a female, because it's hard these days to find what you're really looking for, right? So when it is that, the jealousy kicks in, the insecurity, oh, dang, I gotta look better, or oh, he got somebody better than me, right? And because of this title, or not title, but video starting with me talking about you have to come up on top, not in the bedroom. For all the freaky guys out there, not in the bedroom, right? Yeah, for the guys that strictly only do missionary. Anyways, Patreon, it's for that, right? Those types of talks. Y'all know on YouTube, it's more censored, and definitely on Patreon, I'll be going into details. I get to go extremely raw, and y'all don't do that. Don't do that yourself, especially if she's not your wife. Just saying, okay? But or at least not long-term girlfriend, right? But anyways, all I'm saying is Patreon, you get the exclusive. I get to go into details. I get to also tell you the foreplays, the ways that a woman wants you to go ahead and give it to her, every single aspect. It's on there. The link is down below, and we don't have no censors there, okay? And don't forget about YouTube membership. You can definitely check it out if you want to become a member. And of course, don't forget about my website. Now, let me just get into question of the video, because I feel like might as well, right? Since I did my little intro, what's the word? I wanted to say sponsor so bad, but not sponsor. I'm not sponsored. Commercial ad. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Had a moment. Brain fart. So let me just now go on to question of the video is, do you feel like you do things for yourself, or do you do things because of her? Because I feel like this is an important question, because I think that sometimes when we get our feelings invested and we're attached to somebody, we start wanting to do things to please them, and it basically sometimes takes us further away from ourselves, especially the more we're emotionally tied, right? So I want y'all to take the time to just think of, like, when you are grinding, when you are successfully making things happen and really elevating, is it all just so you can get her back? I would rather, of course, y'all say it's just because I can get more women easily, but I still do it for myself. It all should always be for yourself regardless, because at the end of the day, woman here or not, you single or not, you still are dealing with yourself, so you need to love yourself the most, okay? Take the time to do that. Now, I want to just go back to what I was saying about earlier, as far as, like, it now being you coming on top in the aspect of you are in grind mode. So I've seen y'all talking about, yes, bring the winter arc video, and I want to dedicate a separate video to it, because this video is more about stalking, but this is very much relatable, because when you're coming out on top, look at it as in, like, winter is obviously a season. So at the end of winter, you could have like a large mountain filled with snow. That is the mountain that you have to climb. And you have to have a lot of endurance, strength training, resilience, of course. Just anything that's going to lead you to excel and succeed in this. So in order to do that, you have to put in the work. And that's going to be emotionally. That's going to be, you don't let a woman set you back where you're going halfway through the mountain. She's at the bottom. She can't come up with you. And you got to go down for her. Come on, y'all. Don't do that. If you want the winter arc video ASAP, comment winter arc or winter. And then if you definitely want a part 2 on anything, or part 2, you want to comment that instead of winter arc, go ahead and do so. I definitely am going to drop it very soon. I have to record it still. So let me know how fast you want it, or just let me know. So let me just go back to like, when you're supposed to be climbing the mountain, this is your own mountain. What I feel like you guys don't understand is like, she's watching you regardless. So stalking is gonna happen regardless, right? However, when you're dealing with her one-on-one, she might not care about you so much in that process because she already has you. She's secured, is secured in the aspect of having you, not necessarily in other ways of needing security, but she's secured of, oh, he's not going anywhere. She's secured in, I don't gotta really try, and comfortability, of course, is there per usual. So since that's gonna end up being the case, you will have to understand this is your mountain. So she needs to see that you're getting better. She needs to see that, oh, whoa, his life is moving on. He's growing. He's becoming a full-grown, desirable, or, ooh, I know him. There's a lot of great things I like about him. And now he's even better. So there's going to be, of course, more things I like about him. Or simply, I don't want no woman to have him. Especially if she's the entitled one, that's my man, my man, my man. Not in the aspect of you guys are together and that's my man, but more of like, no woman can have him. Or, oh, now he's about to get other women. Or now I noticed that he's following other females. Or, oh, he looks like he's going out more. Or his birthday, he said he was going to go on a trip. It was supposed to be with me. Who is he going to go with now? Is he going to go with another woman? Like, all these questions, assumptions, concerns comes to her mind, right? So since that's going to be the case, look how easy the work is when it comes to women. That's already her situation, her feelings, her thought process. And instead, y'all, when you're slacking and not letting winter arc really be that time you transform, you go all in, you're putting in the work, etc., you're allowing it to be so interfered by, how could I actually make her really, really mad? How could I really upset her? I totally understand too, like after a woman might have done some slimy things and has probably done some infidelity, something just wild, even disrespecting you or used you, then I can understand how anger can build up and wanting to lash out, but really try to keep your composure. So I just say that to say is like, don't let it impact your growth because she's already watching. And last thing I just want to say, since we're at the end of the video, is also remember, you're looking down at her, but if she's looking up at you, she's watching you. That's a form of stalking you. Can he get to the top of the hill? Can he? You can. All right. So make it happen, y'all. I love y'all so much. Take care of yourself. Of course, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything, right? And that's it. Don't forget about the link. Give this video a big thumbs up. Bye, y'all.